Hi Mark, I'm Carol. Now I will record article 45 Taiwanese foods we can't live without. From mountains of flagship ice to chicken cutlets as big as your face, Taiwanese eating always counts with superlatives. Taipei travel essentials, passport, cash, etc. stomach. Small eats and a lot of them are the big thing in Taiwan. The culinary philosophy here is eat often and eat well. Sure, there's the internationally accepted 3 meals a day during formats, but what is so limited when you can make like the Taiwanese and indulge in gourmet snacking at any time of the day? The Taiwanese capital, Taipei, has around 20 streets dedicated to snacking. Every time you think you've found the best street-side bowl, the most incredible stinky tofu, or mind-blowing beef noodle soup, there's always another Taiwanese food shop that surpasses it. The island's food is a mashup of the cuisine of the Minnan, Chaozhou, and Hongqing Chinese communities, along with Japanese cooking. It's a culinary live-in with diverse dishes of spring. Arguments about the best food on Taiwan risk creating relationships and lifelong friendships. Food is serious, it's respected, it's all excellent in Taiwan. First, braised pork rice. Where there's a wisp of smoke from the kitchen chimney, there will be 卤肉饭, braised pork with rice, goes the Taiwanese saying. The popularity of this humble dish cannot be overstated. 卤肉饭 is always synonymous with Taiwanese food. The Taipei city government launched a braised pork rice is ours campaign this year, and Michelin Green Guide Taiwan claimed the dish was from Shandong province in mainland China. A good bowl of 卤肉饭 comprises finely chopped, not quite minced, pork belly, slow cooked in aromatic soy sauce with 5 spices. There should be an ample amount of fatness in which lies the magic. The meat is put over hot rice, a little sweet, a little salty. Braised pork rice is comfort food perfected. Second, beef noodle. Indian food is an obsession when it gets its own festival. Beef noodle soup inspires competitiveness and innovation in chefs. Everyone wants to claim the title of beef noodle king. From visiting New Baba for one of the most expensive bowls of beef noodle soup in the world, Taiwanese dollars 1,000 or US dollars 334, to a serendipitous foray into the first makeshift noodle shack you spot. It's almost impossible to have a bad beef noodle experience in Taiwan. Lingdong Fang's beef shanks with all-done noodles in herbal soup are a perennial favorite. The street-side atheristic weapon is the love of homemade chili butter at its best. Third, oyster omelette. Here's a snack that really showcases the fat of land in Taiwan. It's got something from the sea and something from the soil. The eggs are perfect for you for little oysters easily found around the island, while sweet potato starch is added to give the whole thing a gooey chewiness, a signature Taiwan food texture. No wonder the soup was voted best snack to represent Taiwan in Pro of 1000 Taiwanese by Global Views Monthly a few years back. Fourth, bubble tea. Bubble tea represents the QQ fruit texture that Taiwanese love. The phrase refers to something less especially chewy, like tapioca balls forming bubbles in bubble tea. It said this unusual drink was invented out of boredom. Yu Han Chang still some sweetness tapioca pudding into her eyes or something. On one fateful day in 1988, and a great Taiwanese culinary expert was born. Variations on the theme include turtle-flavored tea, jasmine tea, and coffee, served cold or hot. 5. Milkfish. How popular is milkfish in Taiwan? So popular that it has its own Zen museum in Anping, and there's a milkfish cultural festival in Kaohsiung. The boiling fish might pose a challenge for amateurs, but it's there for its tender meat and economical price tag. Milkfish is prepared in numerous ways, in a congee porridge, pan-fried, as fishbowl soup or breast. For home-style preparation, Rachel, the Lai Kaya style restaurant, Jim's Kitchen, serves pan-fried milkfish with mild, above a scallion layer large rice as a great compliment. 6. Snack season, danzai noodles. You've got to live a place called snack season, and it should be one of the first stops on any culinary trip to Taiwan. The iconic eatery originated in Tainan about a century ago. A fisherman sold noodles during the snack fishing season, and joined became so successful he created his original trade altogether. The signature bowl of snack season noodles is served in shrimp soup with bean sprouts, coriander, minced pork, and fresh shrimps. The bowl of comforting flavor is so addictive that a man from Tainan supposedly ate 18 bowls in a row at a restaurant. 7. Pan-fried buns. Like the fluffiness of cake and the crunchiness of potato chips, the pan-fried bun gives you the best of both worlds. The buns are made with spongy white Chinese bread that is pan-fried on the bottom. Break one open to reveal the moist porky filling. A Shanghai mini staple, the Taiwanese version differs in 2 ways. It's slightly bigger in size, and it hits the pan upside down. F. Gua bao. It's hamburger, Taiwanese style. A steamed bun sandwich, a heavy filling of braised pork belly, pickled Chinese cabbage, and powdered peanuts. The filling is chopped into small pieces and mixed together so there's a bit of everything in every bite. Western hamburgers might benefit from the same treatment. Take a big mouthful and enjoy the salty, sour, and sweet flavors and greasy pork swimming in your mouth. 9. Iron egg. It's called iron egg because it's so tough. The chewy egg little eggs break from rum braising in soy sauce are a highly addictive Taiwanese food. Also made from Creole eggs, the protein balls are cooked for hours in soy sauce, then air-dried. The process is repeated over several days until the snacks become tough and acquire the desired amount of chewiness. 10. Pineapple cake. This iconic Taiwanese pastry, mini pie filled with candied pineapple, is one of Taiwan's best food souvenirs. For one of the best pineapple cake experiences, try Sunny Hills, which uses only local pineapples. The result is a dark filling, rougher texture, and a sour taste. The pies and other shops are filled with a mix of pineapple and chewable bits of winter melon. They have a fruity sweetness and a golden casing of crumbly, buttery pastry. Stores that replace pineapple complete with winter melon to cut coats are committing a big no-no. 11. Tempura. Tempura refers to fish paste that's been modeled into various shapes and sizes, deep-fried and boiled in a broth. Before eating, the pieces of solid fish paste are taken from the broth and smothered in brown sauce. Doesn't sound like much, but tempura delivers plenty of sweet flavors and chewy textures, making beloved Taiwanese food. The food is basically a Taiwanese take on Japanese udon, with more sugariness, tougher fish cakes, and a signature sauce. When you finish the piece of fish cake, there's more to come. Get some soup from the vendor and add it to the remaining sauce in the bowl. Mix and drink the resulting flat bomb. 12. Bawang. Bawang is a Taiwanese mango dumpling made with tofu rice flour, cornstarch, and sweet potato starch. It looks almost translucent after cooking. Pork, veggies, and sometimes eggs are stuffed inside and a gravy poured on top. Its place bawang was invented during times of scarcity. The simple pork dumpling became a luxurious snack enjoyed only during the Lunar New Year festival. 13. Fried chicken. Taiwan deserves a special place in the fried chicken hall of fame. Not only has it made a giant fried chicken cutlet, number 35 on this list, a cult classic, but its popcorn chicken is dangerous addictive. The chicken is chopped into bite-sized pieces, marinated, dipped in batter and deep-fried. A generous sprinkling of salt and pepper complete the Moorish morsels. It's ubiquitous snack on the city streets. 13. Flaky scallion pancake. There are few things more appetizing than the sight of a flaky scallion pancake being slowly torn apart. Add cheese and egg fillings to maximize the visuals. Devour the nice market stapler in a few bites to ensure it stays steaming hot and chewy. 15. Oyster vermicelli. A bowl of great oyster vermicelli should have a thick, flavorful soup base where the thin rice noodles and oysters retain their distinct texture. Some people add chopped intestines for a funky dimension to the soup. It's a gooey, slurpable dish with an intense, briny taste. 16. Stinky tofu. This could be the world's premier love it or hate it snack, and Taiwan does it just right. The fragrant cube of bean curd is deep-fried and dripped with sweet and spicy sauce. You hold your nose. It looks and tastes just like a pan or piece of fried tofu, with a crisp casing and soft center like pudding. But what's fun in eating that? Inhale deeply and relish the stench. The smellier the better. 17. Sweet potato. Living taste, smell, and nutritional value aside, the sweet potato stands out for one particular reason among Taiwanese food. It's shaped a bit like the icing. Taiwan-grown sweet potatoes are added to soup with ginger, roasted by street vendors in oven converted from oil drums, ground to flour and added to other dishes to give texture, or fried into sweet potato chips. As long as the beloved vegetable is in it, Taiwanese love it. 18. Shaved ice melted. One good thing about a hot, humid, and stormy Taiwan summer is the excuse to eat shaved ice melted. A pile of shaved ice is heaped with fresh fruit and flavorings, such as mango pieces, juice, and sweet condensed milk. The result is soup appearing just by looks alone. A more traditional type uses freshly made mini rice balls. 19. Pepper cakes. A must-try at Router Night Market. Pepper cakes are crispy pastry pockets filled with juicy pork that's infused with the aromatic bite of black pepper. Baked on the wall of a flat oven, the pies are a delicious ode to the pepper plant. Add more than one, or you have to wait again in a long queue for more. 20. Dumplings at Din Tai Fung Dumpling House. Xiaolongbao may be a Shanghainese delicacy, but some argue the Taiwanese perfect it. Taiwanese restaurant Din Tai Fung does its Shanghai comrades proud with its succulent pork soup dumplings. Din Tai Fung's bite-sized xiaolongbao have a consistently high quality. Their pepper-thin ravelings have rich hot broth and tender pork meatballs. Gaspers can be heard in the mid-morning at Din Tai Fung as diners embrace the scary hot soup that squirts out upon biting the dumpling. 21st. Fishbowl soup. What's better than fresh seafood? Bowls of fresh seafood, of course. Look for handmade fish bowls in Taiwan that tend to have more air in the bowl, thus allowing more broth to be soaked up. They also have a bouncier chew. 22. Roasted in medicinal herbs. This is the Taiwanese version of WK11, the Chinese meat soup that's also popular in Singapore and Malaysia. In Taiwan, the soup is slow cooked in Chinese medicine, extracting the essence from pork bones and more than 30 nutrition herbs, roots, and dry foods. It's yummy and good for you too, especially for keeping warm in winter. There isn't much meat on the dim bones, but the point of dish is the soup. Don't be shy to pick the bones up and suck the juice off. You might even be considered strange if you don't. 23. Goose. Geese, bred on Taiwan farms, are never roasted. From the skin to the blood, they are made into delicious dishes. Salted and smoked geese in Hawaii are rudimentary, very bites of a juicy goose meat, Its slightly smoked skin tastes like a poor celebration of poetry. Or you could try one of Mr. Lapont's bowls of steamed rice topped with goose, chia oil, and XO sauce. Grains rice are an ideal vehicle for good fats and flavor. 24. 顶边处. 顶边处 is a bowl of slippery rice flour pasta. Rice flour batter is spread along the side of a huge heated wok, slitting and spreading along the hot metal and throwing slices of rice flour noodle. When dried, the sheets are cut into smaller pieces that become very thin and very chewy noodles when cooked as 顶边处. 吴家顶边处 is a century-old family business, as 顶边处 is served with handmade pork cakes, shrimp cakes, cabbage, daily and bamboo shoots. 25. Taiwanese sausage is sticky rice. Taiwanese pork sausage alone is a superstar at night markets. But when served as a snack translated as little sausage inside big sausage, it's possibly unbeatable. It's like a hot dog, but instead of a bun. Sticky rice is stuffed inside sausage casing to make an oversized rice sausage. That's then split open to stuff your pork sausage. So, it's a little sausage inside a big one. Get it? 26. Marji. These glutinous rice balls are served as marshmallows and filled with sweet or salty things. The most traditional marji are filled with red bean paste and rolled in peanut powder. But in recent years, strawberry jam, sesame paste, green tea jam, and peanut paste have become popular fillings. You can learn how to make marji at the Royal Taiwan Marji Museum, around US $5 per person. 27. Lantern soy sauce breast food. No matter what you choose from Lantern New Food Store, it will take on the taste of the signature 5-spice soy sauce. It's a little sweet, not too salty, and very aromatic with cloves, star anise, cinnamon, and other spices. Pick your preferred ingredients, and the chef will cook it in a bar of special sauce. It's a perfect light meal before a big night out. You should expect to wait in lines, as the chef never rushes. He takes his time to allow the food to absorb the sauce. 28. Sun cakes. Originated in Taichung, the sun cake is just a flaky pastry filled with melters. And yet, this sweet nothing has come to represent Taichung City, and it's a souvenir sought out by visitors. Countless sun cake shops flourish in Taichung, all claiming to be the original store, but maybe it's time for them to shine. The genuine original sun cake store, Taiyang Bakery, just now when the 68-year-old boss decided to retire. 29. Tube rice pudding. Steamed rice and Chinese mushrooms are fried with seasoning and stuffed into a bamboo tube together with pork and egg. The tube of rice is steamed again to further soften the texture until it becomes a cylindrical pudding. Dakar to start making its rice pudding in a stove under a bridge more than 4 decades ago. The business has since expanded, but the rice pudding stays the same. You should be sure to add a homemade turnip-based with spicy sauce to the tasty. 30. Taiwanese breakfast. 3 elements to start a day right with Taiwanese food, including sesame flatbread, deep-fried Chinese donuts, and soy milk. Blog John H. from A Hungry Girl's Guide to Taipei says her favorite breakfast is from Fuhuan. I love the 6 sesame flatbread at Fuhuan because it has a slight sweetness, a thin, crispy layer, and soft center from coming straight out of a hot metal grill. Many sesame flatbreads are dry and flaky, but Fuhuan shows why there's often a half-hour wait there on the weekends. 31. Pig's blood rice pudding. This mix of pig's blood and stick rice is stuck on the end of a stick like a lollipop. For the final Taiwanese touch, the pudding is coated in a sweet peanut powder. Basketball star Jeremy Lin Shu Hao named pig blood rice cake as one of his favorite snacks on his recent visit to Taiwan. If it's good enough for Lin, it's good enough for us. 32. 3-cut chicken. 3-cut chicken is cooked in a cup of rice wine, a cup of oil, and a cup of soy sauce. To this Taiwanese culinary triumvirate is added fresh basil, chilies, and garlic for an irresistible combination. Some kitchens have a different definition of 3-cut chicken, involving a cup of wine, a cup of sesame oil, and a cup of sugar. 33. 淡水 age. Age comes from the Japanese aborage, which are deep-fried dough packets. Taiwanese age are stuffed with mung bean noodles and sealed off with fish paste. A typical sweet spicy sauce completes the snack. The dough soaks all the soup is cooked in, so each bite bursts with both. Paired with the soy milk, the age makes a great savory breakfast. 34. Ban Tiao. Ban Tiao flat rice noodles has such a rapid flowing that many Taiwanese will drive a long distance in search of the most authentic ball. The thick, fat, slippery noodles made from glutinous rice are part of the Hakka culinary tradition and best sampled in Kaohsiung's Melon district. Stir-fried ban tiao with pork has a rustic taste and texture. Many find the dish more comforting when served in hot soup. 35. Hot large fried chicken. According to a Taipei Times report of 2011, Taiwanese devour more than 250,000 fried chicken cutlets a day. Piled atop each other, they will make a chicken cutlet 10 times as tall as Taipei 101. The island's tallest skyscraper at 508 meters. Go to Hot Star for original oversized chicken cutlets. The enormous slice of meat, as big as your fist, is very moist with a crispy crust. A generous coating of fine spice powder and pepper gives it a kick. Starting as a small counter at Siling night markets, Hot Star is now a Taiwanese food franchise present in Hong Kong, Malaysia, and Singapore. 36. Anything with codfish. Taiwan gets a lot of codfish, and the grill stations spiked with codfish skewers can be found everywhere in the southern tip of the island. Although a thick codfish soup with herbs and veggies is a typical Taiwanese winter warmer, one of the best ways to enjoy the mollusks is fresh out of seawater, straight onto the cockle grill. A smoky aroma, dark grill marks, glistening flavored fish, edged and dusting with salt and pepper make all the scene. 37. Aiyu jelly, very wobbly and hardly taste of anything. Aiyu jelly tastes on the flavor of whatever it's eaten with. Add it to lemonade and shaved ice for a refreshing summer drink. The jelly gives a liquid a fine gravy texture. 38. Pidon tofu. Black, white, and thinly blend pidon tofu is a likely candidate for love at first bite fame, but after a few tries, it becomes a minor addiction for man-eaters. Pidon, or century egg, is a dark episode in cloud with seasonings. With time, the egg whitens into a translucent black jelly, and the yolk develops a unique flavor. It's topped with sesame oil, ginger, soy sauce, coriander, chopped spring onion, and sometimes pork floss. Mash it up and it's ready to eat. 39. Steamed spring roll. To describe it as a long deep-fried version of a spring roll would be unfair, as round bean, steamed spring roll, was invented before the spring roll. Every Taiwanese household has its own recipe for round bean. During festivals, families gather at a table to have round bean wrapping party. Each person chooses their own fillings from a buffet and rolls their own round bean. Besides serving delicious round bean, Xinyan at Taipei 101 also offers an incomparable view of the city. 40. Spicy hot pots. Taiwanese are made for spicy hot pots, and who wouldn't be? The building parts of both are filled with all sorts of Chinese herbs and spices to create a rich flavor for all the raw, fresh ingredients that diners will dip into it. New hot pot places pop up in Taiwan every day, each with a gimmick to attract insatiable hot pot diners. There's all-you-can-eat hot pot and yakiniku served at the same table. There's bubble tea hot pot for the dreaded. But it's ordinary spicy hot pot with quality ingredients that stand the test of time. While Taiwan's spice levels don't come close to Zhongqing's, they're pretty frequent. Head to perennial hot pot favorite and celebrity magnets high hooding for a glam Taiwanese hot pot experience. 41. Tiger Stripe Chicken Gua Bao. Automatic process. Tiger Stripe Chicken Gua Bao can be served as Taiwan's answer to the Big Mac at all new restaurant in Kaohsiung. However, the humble dish gets an obscure treatment. The restaurant uses pumpkin and edible bamboo cocoa powder to create a yellow and black striped bun, then fills it with deep-fried and braised chicken fillets in soy sauce and tomato sauce. The result is a sweet and sour flavor that's different from typical gua bao. 42. Chicken wing rice roll. The chicken wing rice roll makes it impossible possible eating chicken fried rice in a night market with one hand. A boneless chicken wing is stuffed with fried rice and marinated in a heavenly combination, sesame oil and a secret sauce. It's so good it started a chicken wrapped rice craze in Kaohsiung's riffling night markets with various fillings such as kimchi fried rice and curry rice. 43. Drained pork ball soup. The best pork balls are made from fresh meat, hand ground, and pounded with a mallet until it attains a doughy texture. The drained pork balls in stock soup from Taipei's Ningxia night market are as big as baby's fist. Their size, as well as their air holes pumped in the meat balls during the pounding, locks in an amazing amount of juice and flavor. The Chinese name illustrates the experience of eating one vividly. The literal translation is bursting juicy dried pork balls. Pork balls are sometimes mixed with ingredients such as Chinese mushrooms and codfish to enrich texture and add flavor. 44. Wu-bao-chun bakery bread. Bread? In Taiwan? Seriously? We hear you thinking, but this isn't just any bread we're talking about. It's from Wu-bao-chun, a world baking champion, with many award-winning love to its name. The bread that won the international baking competition called Du Monde de la Broderie in 2010. It's the bakery's Li Zhi roast bread. It's made with molded wine, Li Zhi, and rose petals. Wu-bao-chun also won Louis the Silver Cup in 2007 and the silver medal at 2008 Bakery World Cup. Another signature of the store is wine logan, bread with small logans, French wine, and California walnuts. 45. 便当. A lot of Taiwanese have a love-hate relationship with Taiwanese 便当 bentong. The takeaway lunchbox that packed rice with a main dish, usually a type of meat, and a small often unpairing side dishes such as fried and preserved vegetables. It's a convenient, quick, cheap, less than $3, and generally the same way to eat. 便当 is one of the most delicious food in Taiwan, but it's a staple for countless working parents and busy unbalances. Bentong with chicken cutlets is a good bentong choice. Found at convenience stores and major high-speed rail stations around Taiwan. Okay, time's up. Bye bye, Mark.